What up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? Today, I got a baseball video for you. I've not done a baseball video yet on this channel, to my knowledge. We're going to preview the 2023 MLB season. As we know, baseball starts the 30th of March, opening day. Should be a national holiday, in my opinion. Right here, I got how I think the divisions are going to go, who's going to win the division, who's going to make the playoffs, and some records. Again, I got all 30 teams here. As you can see, different colors mean different things. Green wins division, pink makes the playoffs, and orange does not make the playoffs. There's just everyone else. So, as you know, new format. First and second seed get a bye. 3 play 6, 4 play 5, and then they move on. So, I guess we start out with the AL. We'll start out with the. Actually, you know what? We'll go backwards because I like the AL East. The AL East is probably the best division, besides the NL West. But we'll start out there. We're going on West. So, I have Dodgers winning the division at 102-60. Padres making the playoffs at a 94-68. Diamondbacks going 81-81. Giants going 74-88, and the Rockies going 72-90. So Dodgers win the division, and Padres make the playoffs. That's 2 spots taken out of the 6. Now we go NL Central. Probably one of the more weaker divisions. You can be the judge of that. I got Cardinals winning division 96-66. Cubs 89-73. Brewers 82-80, Pirates 75-87, and Reds 53-109. Cubs, Brewers, Pirates, and Reds do not make the playoffs. So, we go NL East. Braves win the division 99-63. Mets make the playoffs 97-65, and Phillies make the playoffs at 90-72. Marlins are 81-81, and the Nationals are 54-108. So that is how your NL will stand up. So if you break it down even further, the Dodgers get the 1 seed, Braves get the 2, Cardinals will get the 3, Mets get the 4, Padres get the 5, and Phillies get the 6. So how it would be the Dodgers, Braves get the bye. Cardinals will play the Phillies, and the Mets would play the Padres once again. So on to the AL. AL West, Mariners win division 95-67. Astros make the playoffs 94-68. Rangers 84-78. Angels 81-81. Athletics 52-110. So there's your 2 spots there. AL Central, Guardians win the division 90-72. Twins 85-77. White Sox 81-81. Tigers 70-92. Royals 69-93. So Guardians win the division. Everyone else does make it off. Now on to the most interesting division, to my opinion. Yankees win the division 100-62. Blue Jays make playoffs at 92-70. Orioles make the playoffs at 88-74. I don't think it's a fluke on what happened last year. Last year, did I expect what was going to happen? No. Do I expect them to do just as well or even better this year? Yes. Rays 81-81 and Red Sox 77-85. So, what ends up happening is Yankees, Mariners get the 1-2, Guardians get the 3, Astros get the 4, Blue Jays get the 5, Orioles get the 6. So Guardians play the Orioles and the Astros will play the Blue Jays. So, now, again, you're saying the Astros are World Series champions. How do you have them just making the playoffs and not win the division? They lost some pieces. They lost Verlander. I know they just lost Yuri Gurriel. No, it's not the same team. I know they got some young guys that are coming along, and they're going to get a few guys back. But it's not the same team. Mariners are sparking. You know, they almost made the playoffs. They made the playoffs last year. So, they're on the verge. So, the 3 worst teams I look at will be the Athletics, the Nationals, and the Reds. So the over-under for the Athletics and Nationals are both 60.5. I don't see them winning 60. I don't see the Reds winning 60, and they're over-under 65.5. I don't see that happening. The Rockies are at 65.5. I do see them going over that. Royals are at 69.5, so they play right around there to me, in my opinion. Pirates are 67.5. I have them going over. Just, it's a young veteran mixed team. Maybe they fight for a playoff spot. Who knows? I could be completely wrong. This is just what my predictions. So, White Sox have been mediocre. Do I think the Red Sox bounce back? Maybe. Do I think the Rays do worse than 81-81? Yes. Do people want to see the Angels in the playoffs? Yeah. Is it going to happen? No. Because it'll be like the halfway point, and they're like on the verge of get two good guys, like pitcher and a bat. They can fight for a playoff spot, or they trade away Ohtani and someone else, and they get picks and assets or players, and So let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of the 6 divisions, at least one of the divisions has a 81-81. Again, this year's a lot different. Everyone will play everyone. So, balance-wise, you still play your division the most, but you will play everyone. So the Yankees will play every single team. They'll play the Blue Jays, Orioles, Rays, and Red Sox the most. So I think instead of 19, it goes down to 13. So just probably accommodate, playing, you do 6 games times 4, that's 24 games. And then you play another 15 teams at 3 games each. Well, that's 45 games right there. Well, if you they're probably not playing the Mets to take away another 4. So you're looking at about 40-ish games, and you take away from the division. Again, I haven't really looked at the schedule. All I don't know is that the Yankees played the Giants on opening day. It's hilarious. That's at Yankee Stadium. So, but yeah, 2 teams go over 100. I just think with the more balanced play, that there will only be 2 teams. Now in the Braves, there's teams that come close. I do think the Mariners Astros literally comes down to the last 2 weeks to play. They go back and forth. I think they may play each other once. Who knows? But they go back and forth. They win, they lose, and it's just it's neck and neck essentially to the end. And it may take a game 163. Who knows? It doesn't happen often, but it is fun when it does. Brewers could be really shot down. Cubs could, make the playoffs. It will probably take the Phillies not making it if I see anything. And, it's hard to say. They just went to the World Series, so you have some hope in them. I don't see the Cardinals, the division winners. I all see even just making the playoffs to begin with. The people that make the playoffs, besides really 2 of them, the Mets and the Astros, they could also win the division. So, there's a few ways they can go. Orioles and Phillies, they may not even make the playoffs. Those few games. I said more balanced schedule to begin with and all. So, but yeah. So it's clearly all right there. But as in the aspect of looking at it, I don't see. If you look at who won the division last year, Yankees won the division, Astros won the division, Dodgers won the division, Braves won the division, Guardians won the division, and the Cardinals won the division. So, besides the Astros not winning the division, in my predictions, 5 out of the 6 teams last year that won the division are winning the division again this year. And it doesn't seem likely, yes, could the Mets win the division? Absolutely. Could the Astros win the division? Absolutely. Could the Padres win the division? Absolutely. Really, other than that, I don't see anyone really fighting for the Guardians. And that's, AL Central is probably one of the weaker divisions. I would go AL Central, NL Central, AL West, NL West, NL East, AL East, and how weak the strongest. The Guardians are just that, they're good. They also not be good. You know, Twins, they can be good. They also don't have to be good. White Sox, they can be good. They may not be good. Tigers, I don't think they'll be good. I think they got a few more years of figuring out. You know, Miggy's last year. You know, if they make the playoffs, great. Probably not. So, Royals, you know, they did win. I think it will be a long time before the Royals get right. It's probably gonna take a little bit. So, that's all I got for this video. I am gonna do a podcast on baseball. You know, kind of go into a little depth about this, but more of the aspect of how I've enjoyed baseball for over 2 decades. So, but if I can, you know, I will say the Athletics, the Nationals, and the Reds will be the 3 worst teams. The Yankees, Dodgers, and probably the Braves will be the 3 best teams. I don't see an issue with any of this. Yes, as I said, the teams in green should win the division. The teams in pink, they should make the playoffs. But there are a few teams in orange that could make the playoffs, but necessarily they may not. You know, they may make it. They may be on the edge of it. It all depends on how the season goes, who stays healthy, who gets injured. It really all depends. So, you know, I think, you know, could the Blue Jays win the division? Yeah, I don't see it happening. But as I said, 5 out of the 6 last year the won division. I've picked to win the division again this year. So I see positive in the end of it all. You can mix and match, as I said, a few, and you could probably, and on the betting side, probably, again, not betting, sports advice, you probably definitely win some cha-ching. So, you know, I can easily punch this into an Excel sheet, put the link in the bio for y'all to see. Give me your opinion, who you think's going to win division. I didn't break it down to the fact of postseason, because, again, how the postseason format is this year, completely different than how it was before, and we clearly saw because the Phillies were a wild card team and essentially went through the whole thing and almost won it all. So at that point, it's essentially anyone can win. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoy. We got 162 games, and let's see if any of this turns out to be right. Again, records are records. It's the fact of, does this actually end up looking like how it is? So, I'll catch y'all in the next one. See y'all later.